Έχει μια ενότητα μέσα στο Insomnia που λέγεται «Μην πετάτε τίποτα, χαρίστε το εδώ». Δεν έχεις πάρει γραμμή?
Όχι, όχι. Αλλά καλό ακούγεται.
Και έδωσα το powerbank το χαλασμένο ρε που είχα. Που είναι 20.000 μιλαμπερόρια. Λέω όποιος μπορεί, ας το κρατήσει. Και του έστειλα πακέτο φίλε και ένα πληκτρολόγιο Logitech, το G500 κάτι. G413 φίλε. Gaming Silver με Romer G διακόπτες.
Select an episode.
Και ένα ποντίκι φίλε, G502. Τρελό. Τώρα στριμάρεις ήδη?
Ναι.
Νόμιζα δεν ξεκίνησε.
Hint level θα το κρατήσω χαμηλό. Subtitles on. Θα το κρατήσουμε true έτσι. Music. Voice effects. Οκ, πάμε έτσι. Χωρίς hints, χωρίς να ξέρουμε, χωρίς να το έχουμε ξαναπαίξει. Ναι, show goals όταν υπάρχει ένα new goal. Telltale Games έχει κάνει άλλα παιχνίδια αυτή η εταιρεία.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday morning, October 26th, 1985, 1:18 a.m. And this is temporal experiment number 1.
The Telltale.
Come on, Heine. Hey, boy, get in there. Atta boy. In you go. Get down. Get your seatbelt on. That's it.
Okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check that.
CSI.
Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch your hands.
Εδώ να κάνουμε για μια γενοποίηση.
Monkey Island, Jurassic Park.
You got that thing hooked up to the...
Έλα ρε.
Watch this.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Not me. The car. The car. If my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. Watch this. Watch this. What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour! The temporal displacement occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m. and 0 seconds!
Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ, Doc! You disintegrated Einstein!
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything.
Οι φωνές είναι από τους γνήσιους ηθοποιούς εν τω μεταξύ.
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future.
Ναι, ναι.
1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him and the
Πρέπει να τις βάλω
time
στη σελίδα της ξαναδώ, φίλε, γιατί έχουν περάσει τα χρόνια.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine? Out of a DeLorean?
Ωρε, φίλε, θυμάμαι μικρός κάτι Σαββατόβραδα.
Ναι, εγώ θυμάμαι τα μεσημέρια στο χωριό. Για πες.
Που έκανες μπανάκι, ξέρω εγώ, έτσι βράδυ Σαββάτου, για Κυριακή να είσαι καθαρός. Και 9 η ώρα έβλεπες ταινιούλες, ρε, είχε, μπορεί να είχε Back to the Future, μπορεί να είχε Μεγάλο τον Μπάτσον σχολή, μπορεί να είχε...
Τέτοιες ταινίες συνήθως τις πετύχαινα το τέτοιο, συνήθως τις πετύχαινα το μεσημέρι.
Where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Doc, what happened to Einstein?
No need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuit. Marty, could you get my notebook? It should be in the toolbox.
Notebook. Got it. Flux capacitor?
That's it!
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention. The thing that makes time travel possible. In this notebook, I've detailed the nearly 3 decades of scientific breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see. It's mass equals I times Z, and E equals the square root of Z times C squared, and the flux dispersal rate is inversely proportional to the 4th root of N.
Doc, something's way off here. Doc?
Great Scott!
Doc, what is it?
I've made a horrible mistake!
Doc! Doc, no!
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back! Doc!
Τι φάση.
Doc!
Marty, is everything okay?
Yeah, Mom, it was just a nightmare. I was in the past, and Doc was there.
Weird science.
Well, you're safe and sound now. Back in good old 1986.
Τι πράγμα, weird science.
But you'd better get up.
Αυτό που έλεγε το poster πίσω με την...
Ναι, ναι.
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap, I'm late.
Frankenstein, Miami Vice.
Πάλι ρε μαλάκα, θα παραγγείλω 10 λεπτά πριν κλείσει το μαγαζί ρε.
Την άλλη φορά τι έγινε με εκείνη την παραγγελία που τους είχαν στείλει την Coca-Cola?
Δεν περιλάμβανε το μενού Coca-Cola. Απλά εγώ είχα παραγγείλει την προηγούμενη φορά Coca-Cola extra και νόμιζα ότι πήγαινε μαζί.
Dad, are we too late to stop the
sale?
Better late than never. You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc's stuff. The city has no right to.
Now, son, I know you're upset, but your friend's been gone for months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using his land for that new parking garage. And hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
It's just not fair. At least things can't get any worse.
Hey, Marty.
Hi, Biff.
Come
to see if the old crackpot had any buried treasure.
Welcome guys to the stream. We're playing Back to the Future the game.
Έφυγε.
I'd better stick around. Doc might have left something important behind, and he wouldn't want it to end up at Biff's place.
Τώρα για πες λίγο, πού ξεκίνησες?
Now, Biff, leave Marty alone. This is a very emotional time for him.
Oh, sure.
Είναι 14 Μαΐου του 86, λέει. Και πού είναι τώρα?
Είναι στο τέτοιο, στο σπίτι του Doc, που έχει εξαφανιστεί.
Wonder why Doc didn't take any of these with him. I miss Einstein. A fish tank? I never knew Doc raised fish. Doc's fish had weird taste and decor. I kind of like Doc.
Does nature contrive it so that even with a time machine, you can't intervene to prevent your own conception, for example?
Doc built this model at downtown Hill Valley way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey, that looks just like the courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
Φίλε,
τι?
Και ως γνωστόν, αν το μαγαζί θα κλείσει, η παραγγελία δεν θα αργήσει.
Come on, I saw it first.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But I picked it up first.
Peek inside the monster.
Give it here, Biff.
Τι είναι αυτό?
Well, well, look at what we have here. Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me to...
Brown's worm food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something.
Doc sure did love his Jules Verne. Doc must have whipped up some crazy compounds in that cauldron. That smells like beef stew.
Hey, let me try, Marty.
Now, Biff, let Marty have his turn.
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Hope that wasn't poison gas or anything.
Ερώτηση, είναι σε επεισόδιο αυτό μέσα?
Τι εννοείς? Ναι, έχει επεισόδια.
Seems kind of empty without the courthouse. Doc must have whipped up some crazy compounds in that cauldron. That smells like beef stew. Feels like that was a lifetime ago. Actually, I guess it was. Hey, Biff. I only want that notebook because, well, I'm sentimental. It's like a piece of Doc.
Doc's dead. Time to get over it and move on.
I'll pay you for it.
How much? Not enough.
That notebook wouldn't mean anything to you. You wouldn't even understand what's in it.
You calling me ignorant?
I just can't let you keep that notebook. It's dangerous.
What, is it set to explode or something?
Well, in a way.
I'll take my chances.
It's just a notebook with Doc's scribblings. What did Doc ever accomplish?
Nothing.
Then it's worthless, right?
If it was really worthless, you wouldn't want it so bad.
Never mind.
Ξαρχίδας, μάλλον.
Enough of that junk.
Now, Biff.
Sorry, Marty.
Looks like a hand-crank lightning rod, or maybe a lightning-powered pencil sharpener. Jennifer'd like that. She's into old stuff. Hey, Dad. Who's running this sale anyway?
Oh, that'd be me, son.
You? Why?
Well, once it became apparent that the bank was going through with the sale, I volunteered to oversee it in order to make sure that Doc's stuff would be treated with a modicum of respect. Isn't that right, Biff?
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Do you think dreams can predict the future?
Well, you know I don't go in for that mystical stuff, but I do think they can reflect how you're feeling about the future.
I'm telling you, this sale is a joke. Doc's only been gone for a few months, and I happen to know...
Yes, you've told us he's not dead. He's on a trip. Let's say you're right. Have you considered that this trip may not have been entirely voluntary? I hate to say it, but Doc's run up some pretty sizable debts around town. Maybe he's just hiding from his creditors.
You got Doc wrong. Sure, maybe he's not so good with money. That's just because his mind's always on bigger things. But he's still a straight-up guy. He'd never run away from his problems.
Well, you know him better than I do, son. But the bank is within its rights to sell off his stuff. Maybe you should try to find some things to remember him by before Biff grabs them all.
That notebook is Doc's legacy. I've got an obligation to protect it.
Now, hold on a minute. Didn't you just get done telling me Doc's still around? Off traveling somewhere?
Yeah.
Then how is it your obligation to protect his legacy? You can't have it both ways, Marty. If Doc's alive, he can protect his own legacy.
About Biff. Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle him.
So can I.
I guess you can. Okay, son, I'll stay out of your way. You know where to find me.
I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad.
Στο jukebox.
Let's make some noise.
Το jukebox έκανε.
Θα πάμε στο jukebox και επειδή θέλει να το χρησιμοποιήσει ο άλλος να το χρησιμοποιούμε εμείς, ρε. Και αφήνει κάτω το κουτί, οπότε θα μπορέσουμε να πάρουμε το τέτοιο.
It took me forever to repair this thing after I blew it out last time, and now some jerk's gonna pick it up for pennies. Hey, Dad, why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
Θα πάμε στο jukebox και επειδή είπαμε στον πατέρα μας να μην ανακατεύεται,
φίλε, έρχομαι σε 2 λεπτάκια.
Κάνε τη δουλειά σου.
Okay.
Wait, I got one. Hey, no, wait, don't cut off my music.
Here's an oldie, but a goodie. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, look, it's Chuck Butthead. Let me show you how it's done. Now watch me blow the lid off this joint.
Whatever you say. Rock on, Biff.
Oh, shit.
Doc, where are you? Doc? Einstein! Where do you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you?
Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these 4-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whenever it is I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
Right, last time departed. Oh, jeez. Come on. Crap! Oh, great. How am I supposed to find him now? Okay, Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe.
Ήρθε ο πιτσαράς μου.
Ήρθε ο πιτσαράς.
It's like the time circuits still work. Now I only need to know when to look for Doc. I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc.
Αυτό δουλεύει τώρα.
I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc.
Τι έτσι φαίνεται.
This notebook has all of Doc's plans for the flux capacitor and the DeLorean. I'd better make sure it never falls into the wrong hands, and by wrong hands, I mostly mean This time-traveling shoe is my only clue to finding Doc.
Άμα το δείξουμε σε κάποιον θα μπορεί να μας πει ποιας χρονολογίας είναι.
What do you know about this shoe, Einie?
Για ποιο λες?
Great Scott! He's onto something! Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie? I guess there's time for a quick game.
Καβριλίκι.
Okay, now I'm ready. A1 liquor. I like the new bars Mr. Figgins put on the windows. Very secure.
I see you sneaking into that liquor store, young man! Step away from the door. Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on.
Just as I suspected. Hooligans. Get along now. Scat!
I'm not a hooligan, ma'am. I'm a teenager.
I wasn't born yesterday, young man. Aren't you the miscreant who skateboards through the town square every morning between 8 and 8:30 in a decidedly unpunctual manner?
Yeah?
All skateboarders are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see. A shoe? Wow, now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there! Leave that creature outside!
Sorry, Einstein.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But...
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up. Have a seat, Sonny. Hey! You kids! Put out those cigarettes!
Περίεργη για να πούμε.
Εδώ στη γιαγιά τι πρέπει να κάνεις?
Δεν έχω ιδέα, φίλε. Ό,τι ξέρεις για αυτό το παιχνίδι ξέρω κι εγώ.
Don't touch those! My
Τόσο καλά.
newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
Η γιαγιά παίζει να είναι το πρακτορείο Reuters της πόλης. Χωριού, ξέρω.
Is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. Then don't touch anything.
Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
Man, these are powerful. I could see Biff going into the video store.
You wouldn't believe the filth that boy watches. Yeah, he's nothing but an out-of-control hedonist, just like his father.
If there's a clue to find a doc out there, I'm not seeing it. I don't even know where to start looking. What are these?
My editorial trophies.
Cat Lovers Quarterly.
It's legitimate journalism.
Marshall Strickland.
My grandfather, gunned down by Mad Dog Tannen over 100 years ago.
That's not how I remember it. Jeez, they all look like they've got sticks up there.
What's that?
Nothing. Jeez, they all look like they've got sticks up there.
What's that?
Nothing. Oh, the candy looks older than I am.
Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ms. Pretty Whiskers is very particular about who handles her food.
Einstein brought me that shoe from the past. But when in the past? Miss Strickland, about your tea. You forgot to turn on the...
It's spelled with a U, you illiterate vandal!
Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree!
Yes? Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Hi, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But...
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog.
Oh, when was it?
Oh, yes. The day that speakeasy burned down.
A speakeasy? In Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch...
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history? My Aunt Fanny! Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square. Right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
Would you mind if I stepped out for a minute? I just remembered a video I've got to return.
Do you have to go? I get so few visitors these days.
But...
And I'd hate to have to tell my brother, your vice principal in charge of discipline, how rude you were to me. Especially with graduation coming up and all.
Τώρα τι θέλει παπάρα βρε μαλάκα να την κάνω παρέα.
Παρέα θα είναι το λιγότερο, φίλε. Μπορεί να χρειαστεί να της τρίψεις την πλάτη. Εγώ ψάχνω να δω τι achievements έχει αυτό, ρε φίλε. Είδες καθόλου?
I keep this picture of my dad to remind me that even the most hopeless losers can grow up to be pretty cool guys.
Το κόβεις για βατό, ας πούμε.
I guess I'm stuck here for a while.
Ή δυσκολάκι.
Ίσως είναι βατό.
Excuse me, Miss Strickland?
Well,
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. I probably wrote it
Γεια σου,
myself.
Φλούπερ. Γεια σου,
I
Γιάννη.
was quite a reporter
Γεια σου,
back in the
μεγάλε.
day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Συνήθως έτσι είμαστε νυχτερινοί τύποι.
Obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Τα demerits τι είναι?
Τα πια?
Demerits.
Δεν ξέρω.
Collect every demerit in the game.
Δεν ξέρω, θα δούμε.
This is a missable achievement. From episode 3. Just to know.
Doing some stargazing?
Oh, I set my sights on
Η Ανάρα είδα και το DVD που έκανες, φίλε, για το Zelda. Τρομερό.
Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. I probably wrote
Θα
it
δούμε
myself.
collectors από Alan Wake.
I was
Ρωτάει
quite a
ο
reporter
Φλούπερ.
back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Δεν ξέρω, φίλε, με αυτά σου λέω τα καινούργια τα παιχνίδια εγώ προσωπικά δεν τα πάω καλά. Δεν τα παρακολουθώ γιατί τα περισσότερα AA, AAA δεν τα θεωρώ καν AAA.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
Γιάννη, από πού είσαι ρε? Από Αθηνά? Ρωτάω γιατί ψήνω κάποια στιγμή όταν θα είμαι κάτω Ελλάδα, άμα το ψήνεις και εσύ, από Βέρεια, μαλάκα είσαι σχετικά κοντά δηλαδή, Μακεδονία. Δεν ξέρω, θα ήθελα κάποια στιγμή κάπως να σε βοηθήσω έτσι σε ένα βίντεο αν μπορώ, δεν ξέρω, σκέψου του. Να σε βοηθήσω, δεν ξέρω, είτε σε φάση editing είτε σε φάση ξέρεις, που θες να κάνεις κάτι και θες κανέναν NPC, ξέρω εγώ. Δεν ξέρω. Είναι κάτι που χωράει συζήτηση. Αλλά είσαι λουτράκι Κορινθίας, μάλιστα. Θα μας αφήσει να φύγουμε τώρα? Δεν μας αφήνει να φύγουμε. Αλλά πώς μπορούμε να φύγουμε εδώ? Τι έχω πάθει με τη γιαγιά να πούμε?
Μος πέρα της δείξεις φωτογραφία να θυμηθεί τα παλιά.
Με τον George McFly. Τι να πω, σας δούμε.
I don't want to mess up my picture of Dad like that. I don't think that picture is going to do anything but confuse people.
Άρα δεν γίνεται κάτι με το...
I told you not to touch those.
Φίλε, στα βιντεάκια του Χλούπερ έχω δει πολύ καλές αναλύσεις. Έχει γαμάτη κάμερα.
Ναι ρε, και εντάξει το παλικάρι κάνει δουλειά να πούμε, εντάξει, όχι μαλακίες. Άλλο εδώ εμείς που καθόμαστε και παίζουμε, ο άνθρωπος να πούμε σκέφτεται ένα σενάριο, βγαίνει έξω, θα κάτσει να το γυρίσει, χώρια του editing. Να κάνεις γραφίτι την Έλλη από το The Last of Us. Κοίταξε, εγώ προσωπικά είμαι ενάντια του γραφίτι. Αλλά αν είναι κάτι καλέσθητο, τύπου ας πούμε να κάνεις την Έλλη που λες, ναι. Γιατί τα περισσότερα, το 90% των γραφιτάδων πατάνε μια υπογραφή και γράφουν μια μαλαγία που ούτε οι ίδιοι δεν μπορούν να διαβάσουν. Τι εννοείς το δουλεύει στο κινητό?
Λογικά εδώ είναι το βίντεο. Α, το σώρα.
Α, τι θα κάνουμε. Όσο φεύγει αυτή στην κουζίνα, θα πάω για την πόρτα να την κάνω.
I guess I'm stuck here for a while.
Φύγε βρε μαλάκα.
The polite guest stays out of the host's kitchen, Mr. McFly.
Ωραία, πού να πάω, στις εφημερίδες.
Juveniles collide with manure truck. Nice picture.
Τι έγινε τώρα, τι είπε?
Σου ξεκλείδωσε εδώ ένα achievement με τις φωτογραφίες πριν. Αν είδα καλά.
Νομίζω ναι.
Fate in Flux. Okay.
Yeah, that's peculiar. The water still hasn't come to a boil.
Πρέπει να δεις με τα κιάλια, λέει, ένα μαγαζί με απέναντι.
Don't let me keep you from your business. Miss Strickland?
Είδαμε.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
Following years, as I recall.
Ναι φίλε, στο Λονδίνο είμαι. Για πες Κώστα, κάτι πήγες να πεις και σε κόψε.
Άρα ναι, κάτι με το θερμοσύτ, με το τέτοιο.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
Καλό refer.
Αχ, κάτσε να την στείλουμε πάλι μέσα αν είναι. Και να χρησιμοποιήσουμε τα κιάλια.
There's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
Όπα, αυτό δεν μας το έκανε πριν όμως.
Λέει χρησιμοποίησε το καλοριφέρ μετά τσεκάρει τις εφημερίδες.
Το έκανε αυτό με τις εφημερίδες. Φεβρουαρίου 1932.
So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you. I told you not to touch those.
Να τη στείλω πάλι μέσα. Για να δω τις εφημερίδες.
There's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
Oh, you've gotten my history out of order. Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out, get out, get out!
Επιτέλους μας διώχνουν. Το Alone in the Dark το παλιό λες, Χλούπερ. Βγάλανε κανένα καινούριο και δεν έχω πάρει χαμπάρι γιατί εγώ θυμάμαι το παλιό.
Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
Didn't I tell you? I got the lead in the school play. We're doing...
Grapes of Wrath?
Right.
Oh, Steinbeck. Who are you playing? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone. You ready to go, Einstein?
Για να δούμε
According to
πότε.
this, Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931. I've got to go back to June 13th to rescue him.
Μάλιστα. Πάμε June 13 δηλαδή.
Time circuits on. Flux capacitor, fluxy. Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
Είχε και exhibition εδώ πάνω, δεν ξέρω αν έχει δει μερικές φωτογραφίες που έχω ανεβάσει στο τέτοιο. Στείλε μου σε τέτοιο φίλε, στείλε μου σε PM το τηλέφωνο, σου στείλω και εγώ το δικό μου το ελληνικό, το ίδιο από το Λύκειο, δεν έχει αλλάξει. Βασικά μου αρέσει που σου λέω να μου στείλεις σε PM, δεν ξέρω αν σε έχω κάνει στους φίλους μαλάκα σε ουδέ. Στείλει εσύ στο Άρβαστο τέλος πάντων μπορείς. Στο Βασίλης Άρβας, στο Facebook. Κότσο, τι είχες πει πριν για το achievement, τι έπρεπε να μαζέψεις, που λέει μαζεψέ τα όλα.
Όχι, τώρα λογικά που ξεκίνησε με το αμάξι έπρεπε να σου βγάλει back in time, είδες κάτι τέτοιο.
Το back in time νομίζω είναι όταν επιστρέφεις πίσω στο 1986, κάτι τέτοιο διάβασα. Αύγουστο, και μέχρι πόσο θα κάτσεις, να το back in time το βγάλω. Γιατί εγώ Αύγουστο, Σεπτέμβριο θα είμαι ακόμα εδώ Αγγλία, δεν ξέρω πού θα κατέβω.
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
Και θα το δω μετά. Πάντως και αυτό γενικά άμα το παίξεις έτσι μερικές φορές θα είναι ευκολάκι στα τέτοια νομίζω, στα achievement. Αλλά η φάση με αυτό το παιχνίδι είναι ότι οι αποφάσεις που παίρνεις αλλάζουν την ροή του παιχνιδιού.
Άρα παίζει να έχει και achievement με διαφορετικό ending, ας πούμε.
Μπορεί. Μπα, Λούπερ, τώρα αυτή τη βδομάδα μας έπιασε λίγο δροσιά, γενικά είχε ζέστες. Κάτσε λίγο, επιστρέφω.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
Τι να πατήσουμε τώρα εδώ σε αυτήν. Carl Sagan arraigned in speakeasy fire.
There's got to be some sort of mistake here. Carl wouldn't do something like that.
It's surprising the lengths a person will go to when it's a clear-cut matter of right and wrong. You've got an honest look about you. You do support the side of righteousness, I trust.
You can mark me down as a supporter,
the young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
Yeah, tell them, go ahead, make my day.
Make your day what? Never mind. I'll play around with it and see if I can come up with something better. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's...
Eastwood. Clean Eastwood. Michael Corleone.
Michael Corleone.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Corleone. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
I know. I met you back. I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no. Down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc. I gotta find Doc.
Που λες χλούπερ χώρια για το τέτοιο, μας πεθαίνει και δεν ξέρω, είμαστε διαφορετικό υψόμετρο εδώ, άλλη γωνία, άλλο ημισφαίριο, μας βαράει διαφορετικά ο ήλιος.
You gonna buy anything?
No.
Then get out, Mom.
Hey, can I get some moose?
What does this look like, a hunting lodge?
Majestic Arbs. Transients welcome. I'm not so sure I want to stay in a place full of transients.
Δεν ξέρω άμα.
Για πες.
Πιο κάτω λέει περνάς λέει, το κουρίο.
Ναι.
Και σε κάτι συντρίμμια λέει ruins, speakers.
Α, είναι πιο πέρα, ναι, και θα πάμε ούτως ή άλλως. Ναι.
Okay. Διαβάζει μια επιγραφή που λέει Law Offices of Kale Zemeckis and Fine.
Αχα.
A reference to the writers and producers of
ναι,
Back to the Future.
Ο Ρόμπερτ Ζεμέκης, ναι. Εδώ πάντως δεν έχει τίποτα. Law offices, Gale, Zemeckis, ναι.
Gale, Zemeckis, and Fine. Attorneys at law. No solicitors.
Hi, Bob. Α, Bob Zemeckis, ναι.
Bank of Italy?
How can I help you, sir?
Without any money, I don't really have any business in there.
Today special, yesterday soup. Ωραία, και πάμε στα ruins. Μπορώ να περάσω για απέναντι. Έλα φίλε, λες τώρα.
Sisters of Mercy Soup Kitchen. Come for the soup, stay for the salvation.
Τι ηλίθια κάμερα, αρμανάκι. Αχα. Για πάμε στα ruins.
I guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How'd Doc ever get mixed up in that?
Ωραία, εδώ δεν έχει κάτι άλλο νομίζω. Πρέπει να πάμε από εδώ.
Έχει πουθενά εδώ ένα jail window. Jail window.
Τι πράγμα?
Γιατί εδώ να περάσει, λέει, την κουζίνα αυτή, soup kitchen, λέει, interact with the jail window to find the top.
Εγώ βασικά θα μπαίνα μέσα στο τέτοιο. Α, jail window.
Ο Χλούπερ δεν κάνει.
Καλό βράδυ, Χλούπερ. Ευχαριστούμε που μπήκες, ευχαριστούμε για το like. Και ελπίζω να τα πούμε από κοντά.
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system, of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't?
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically I
Ναι, από
traveled 50
την
years
φάση
into
που
the
έφυγε
past
είναι
to
πρώτη φορά εδώ
deliver
που
your
συναντώ.
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you.
Αυτό είναι του 30 τώρα.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott!
Έγινε, Γιάννη, θα μιλήσουμε, ρε.
On the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan.
A plan? Right. But what?
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that set you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum-shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc. You're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great. I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me! 1931 me!
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely!
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the
Ακόμα
other you.
είμαστε στο πρώτο επεισόδιο
It was over
μεταξύ.
50 years ago. Why did you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen.
Πρέπει να είναι μεγάλα αυτά τα
Stay away from
Δεν
the
βλέπω
soup. It'll
διαφορετικά
cause
releases.
irreparable damage to your digestive system.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
Περίεργο παιχνιδάκι.
McFly!
Biff? Kid! Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would
Courtyard
you?
δεν είναι δικαστήριο, είναι απέναντι.
Would you?
No.
Βασικά ναι, court είναι το δικαστήριο.
That's better.
Αλλά courtyard το χρησιμοποιούν σαν αυλή, ας πούμε, όχι σαν...
Well, what?
What are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
Εν τω μεταξύ πριν πήγα τέτοιο.
And McFly?
Yes.
Πήγα στο
That's too flashy.
Hard Rock
You better
καφέ.
let me hold on to it. Now scram!
Που είχε εδώ στο Λονδίνο, δεν είχα ξαναπάει.
Don't come out until I give you the all clear.
Καλή φάση, ωραίο
If even one of
μαγαζάκι.
you mooks could add 2 plus 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake.
Έχει πολύ τέτοιο.
Anyway, I'm off to
Έχει
make
και στο
myself
ξενοδοχεία
irresistible.
νομίζω, κάνα 2-3.
Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Okay. Hey, never mind. What are those tables for?
We keep a few extra tables around for our end-of-the-month hobo soirees.
Εδώ μέσα μένει να κάνουμε τίποτα άλλο.
Δεν νομίζω.
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Α, το τηλέφωνο εδώ μέσα είναι.
Ναι.
Πώς νόμιζα είναι άλλο.
Λέει ο τέτοιος κάνει clearing duties, λέει στο courthouse. Μάλιστα.
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
Okay. Την πουλεύουμε.
Περίμενε λίγο.
touch those. These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Papa, Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
Emmett Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact. Naturally, which 2a multiplied by the inversion of h has to come out less than expectation value. Or do we take h's standard for line?
Και λέω του κυνηγήσεις.
Μάλλον είμαι πίσω του τώρα.
Is that even possible? Oh, let's start over. Force equals mass times acceleration, of course. That's Newton.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science.
Gale, Zemeckis, and Fine. Attorneys at law. No solicitors. Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer, or soda. What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong.
Νομίζω κάτι πρέπει να κάνουμε με το βιβλίο.
This notebook has all of Doc's plans for the flux capacitor and the DeLorean. I'd better make sure it never falls into the wrong hands.
Με μια μαθηματική εξίσωση μήπως. Κάτι τέτοιο καταλαβαίνω.
One-dimensional harmonic oscillator, then naturally h2a multiplied by the inversion of h has to come out less.
This notebook has all of Doc's plans for the flux capacitor and the DeLorean. I'd better make sure it never falls into the wrong hands. Doc's notebook doesn't belong to him. Okay, actually it does belong to him, but not yet. In any event, it's probably a really bad idea to give him a book full of all the things he hasn't invented yet.
Αν είχαμε λέει κάτι in common.
Brown Estate, Klondike 51038.
One-dimensional harmonic oscillator, then naturally each
Nah.
the inversion of H has to come out less than expectation value.
Τι άλλο να κάνουμε. Το σκύλο δεν ξέρω ρε φίλε.
Λέω ότι πρέπει να επιστρέψουμε μετά να ξαναμιλήσω στον 86 Doc. Στον Doc του 86.
Just give me a chance.
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Mentioning meeting his younger generation and how he matters.
It's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character! Oh, let's start over.
Θα πάμε να μιλήσουμε στον άλλον λες.
Μάλλον.
Doc!
Morty! Have you found my younger self yet?
Guess who I bumped into at the soup kitchen? My grandfather.
No!
Don't worry, I didn't talk to him or change his future or anything.
Good.
I wish I could, though. This era's tannin is treating him like dirt.
Don't worry. If history plays out as it's supposed to, he'll soon be out from under Kit Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma. What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right, Sylvia.
I know this really isn't the right time or place, but I found your notebook.
Ah, so that's where I left it. Why'd you bring it here?
Because the bank's selling off all your stuff.
They can't do that.
That's what I keep trying to tell them.
Well, you hold on to it for safekeeping. We'll deal with my financial situation in 1986 after we save me from a grisly death in 1931.
Well, I met your younger self.
Great.
And I gotta say, you're kind of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
You know, your younger self seems really dedicated to the law.
It's a facade, I assure you. I had to keep up appearances to appease my father.
I tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Father.
What's he got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections, so I carefully kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him, but right now, my younger self probably thinks you've been sent by my father to check up on me.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... The Hill Valley Expo!
expo?
Yes, the expo. How could I have forgotten? In a few months, a younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
So, it was a big success?
No, it was a miserable failure, but it was a spectacularly miserable failure. One which marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
What does this expo have to do with you muttering all the time?
When I was younger, I used to relieve stress by working on complex mathematical conundrums. No doubt my younger self is working on some impossible problem in an attempt to work off cerebral steam in the weeks before the exposition. What was I muttering about?
I don't know. H to the something with an inverse of something else. I'm not so good at equations.
That's too bad. I bet if we could solve my younger self's problem, he'd be more inclined to listen to you.
I still can't figure out what your younger self is muttering about.
Blast! If only I could hear him myself.
Α, έχουμε το τέτοιο, ρε. Έχουμε το... αυτό που γράφει. Άμα το γράψουμε και θα... μάλλον κάτι τέτοιο φαντάζομαι. Θα γράψουμε το μουρμουριτό του αρνού και το φέρουμε να τα ακούσει ο Ντοκ και μετά θα μας πει και πώς.
Το Mattering είναι το μουρμουριτό.
Το ποιο?
Mattering.
Matter, ναι, είναι το μουρμουριτό. Γιατί έχει achievement.
Όχι, βλέπω τώρα εδώ track down Jack το κακέν, use a tape recorder on him, then return to all top.
Ναι, αυτό. Αυτό καλά είπα.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Ωραία, μαλάκα.
Emmett, about your...
Say it.
Ah!
Tape recorder, ναι.
Nah.
No. Not possible. Or do we take H to stand for Hermitian line operator?
Πώς θα το χρησιμοποιήσω, ρε φίλε, αυτό? Όταν πατάω το Χ του μιλάει.
Think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. Now, if H stands for one-dimensional harmonic oscillator, then naturally H to the A multiplied by the inversion of H has to come out less than 3. Don't think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Ταξιαρχική επιθεώρηση, μάνα.
Ταξιαρχική επιθεώρηση.
Ναι. Ενοχλητική τη νύχτα.
Εντάξει, πέρασε την επιθεώρηση όμως.
Δεν έχουμε τέτοια αυτόματα, εντάξει. Πάντα την περνά.
Εντάξει.
Περισσότερο εγώ την επιθεώρω. Φίλε, έχει έρθει... Πέτυχε τον άλλο το θαλαμόφυλακα μας μαλάκα με τα σόβραγα. Ταξίαρχος.
Ταξίαρχος, μαλάκα.
Ναι.
Πέτυχε θαλαμοφυλάκια με τα ζώδρακα. Καλό πήγε αυτό.
Ήρθε να ελέγξει...
Πώς αφού έφαγε?
Τους... δεν θυμάμαι. 5 σίγουρα πρέπει να φάει.
So, Doc,
5 πολύ λίγα είναι.
Υπέγραψε την αλλαγή του, αλλά είχε τα κλειδιά μαζί του, ρε. Και με λέει πού είναι, λέω είναι μέσα στο θάλαμο. Και πήγε, άνοιξε την πόρτα, μπήκε μέσα το βρήκε. Ήταν με τα σόβρακα και την, πώς τη λένε, την μαλακιά, την τάξη 50, πώς τη λένε. Τη ζώνη,
την αλφατάφ, ναι.
Την αλφατάφ. Και κρεμόντσα τα κλειδιά και πάνω και τον βλέπω ξεράκι κάτω.
Α, το τέτοιο, την τέτοια λες, την εξάρτηση.
Την εξάρτηση, ρε.
Ωραία, τώρα πάμε να μιλήσουμε πάλι στον τέτοιο, δεν διάβασα καν το διάλογο. Μάλλον θα πάμε να του πούμε τη λύση. Ψιλοκουραστικό παιχνιδάκι και αυτό που δεν τρέχει ή τρέχει, ανά το τρέχει ρε μαλάκα.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator?
Yeah.
Great Scott! If H is the Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A.
Εδώ ξεκλειδώνει ένα άλλο που λέγεται Hello Young Friend.
The problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week.
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket-powered drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning?
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered the subpoena. Part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
Arthur McFly? You got a subpoena my grandpa?
It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen, yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
Πρέπει να πάω να μιλήσω σε αυτούς τώρα. Όχι, αυτή η έντνα εδώ τι φάση.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And, oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
You could meet in the Speakeasy, the one that got bombed last Wednesday.
Now wouldn't that be poetic irony? But I'm not sure the building is structurally safe.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
Hey, I can help you deliver soup. I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh? Which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get over-eager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions...
Yeah?
You can let me know when they're running low on soup.
As a matter of fact, I do know a local charity that's running low on soup.
Oh? Who?
Τι να πατήσω τώρα εδώ, δεν έχω ιδέα.
Sober Society.
The Stay Sober Society.
Yes, we do generally provide refreshments for the Stay Sober Society, but I'm afraid they may not be able to meet tonight. They haven't got a meeting space.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
Brown Residence.
The Brown Residence?
The Brown Residence.
You mean Judge Brown's place?
Yeah, I happen to be good friends with his son Emmett, and he's told me the judge would love to lend his place out for, you know, good causes like yours.
Really? Why, that's the most generous, public-spirited offer I've received in a month of Sundays. Please, tell your friend Emmett we accept. The meeting isn't due to start for a little while, so that'll give our people some time to set up.
Πάτησε εκεί που έλεγε soup deliveries.
Ναι.
Okay.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
Ναι.
Μετά κάτι παίζει κύριε φίλε.
Bless you for thinking of them. But that meeting isn't scheduled to start for a little while. And we wouldn't want them eating cold soup.
I got a book.
Oh? Where?
Μήπως πρέπει να πάω να μιλήσω στο τέτοιον εκεί πέρα, μια μαφία εδώ.
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry, boss.
Get out of here. How about you? Huh? I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
Well, he's my employee. He's very busy today.
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget.
So when do you think Arthur will be leaving the office?
When I tell him he can leave the office. Hey, you're Mr. Spy.
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut bowl.
Could I buy Arthur's hat off you?
Could you keep your mind on your work, huh? Shoeshine boy? Hanging on to my peanut bowl.
Can I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Don't mind if I do.
All right, break time's over. Back to work.
How come you won't let the Stay Sober Society hold their meeting in the cellar of your soup kitchen?
We got other plans for that cellar, and it don't necessarily involve staying sober.
Hey, I represent United Charities of Hill Valley. Can you authorize me to pick up soup from your establishment and deliver it to some very deserving souls?
Nah, that Strickland dame's got the charity racket pretty much locked up. No point in giving her competition.
Edna Strickland thinks your soup kitchen might not be on the up and up.
That dame gets on my nerves. Got a great pair of gams, though.
About Arthur McFly.
Yeah?
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget.
So, one more thing about that hat.
You're testing my patience, boy.
I sure could go for some peanuts.
Lucky for you, I'm in a giving mood.
Hey, kid!
Yeah?
What the hell is that?
Hey!
What'd you do?
Give me that hat, you lousy crook!
Emmett!
Τι φάση αυτός, γιατί τρέχει τώρα?
Nobody makes a monkey out of Kid Tannen.
Του πήρα το καπέλο.
Hey! Ow! Fix me up!
Where'd you learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out!
Grandpa may be a little wimpy, but he's got great taste in hats.
Yeah.
I don't think that would be interested in Arthur's hat.
Ήρθε και ο Έμετ μαζί μας.
Hey, cue ball. What? The truck just arrived with a fresh shipment of, soup.
Soup?
Well, this is the regular soup, and this is the special soup.
Right. Special.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm spicing up the soup. It's my secret recipe.
Listen, this ain't the Savoy, and we ain't here to feed these bozos no fancy soup. The boss has got a business to rebuild, so knock off the goofing and mind your post.
All right. Just try the soup. Well?
I can see why you want to keep this a secret.
Θα χρειαστούμε ένα τέτοιο βαρελάκι για κάψιμο που το θέλει για το power drill.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Could I have a bowl of soup?
We're a soup kitchen. What do you think?
What kind of soup is this? It tastes like...
Scrolle ribolita?
I was gonna say week-old cabbage.
Everyone's a critic. Look, all I got to work with is this 2-bit soup in a barrel and spice rack that hadn't been restocked since the Coolidge administration. What do you think I should do to perk this slop up?
Let's see. Have you tried...
Κάτι λέει πρέπει να παίξει με την κάμερα τώρα.
Περίμενε.
Parsley? It might help to, complement the mellow flavor of the cabbage.
Complement the mellow... What are you talking about?
Trust me.
You might be onto something, kid. Let me see what I got.
Looks like these pipes go into the basement.
The kitchen's for management only, rummy. Whoa!
Γενική ο Έμετ. Τα πρέπει να κάνουμε. Ξαμιλήσουμε τον Έμετ.
Huddle up, Emmett. Huddle? Just listen up for a second. Any ideas about how to get the hooch?
Hooch?
The alcohol, Emmett.
One might come to the conclusion that the hooch is being hidden in some of those barrels.
You're probably right, but which ones?
Now, if I could get my hands on some of those barrels, I could weigh them and compare their specific gravity.
Specific gravity? Come on, Emmett. Kids' goons aren't going to let us do an experiment on their barrels.
Oh, I suppose you're right. We'll just have to ask the guy behind the counter.
What? Ask him if any of his barrels are filled with illegal moonshine? Get real here.
Well, I imagined a modicum of subtlety would be used.
Subtlety. Right. We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline. There's no way I'm going to keep that door open without some help. Those tables for?
We keep a few extra tables around for our end-of-the-month hobo soirees.
Could you move them out of the way?
Not a chance. I could throw out my back.
What about those barrels?
What about it?
What kind of soup is that?
It's not it's special soup.
What's special about it?
It's made for grown-ups,
Πίσω εκεί λέει reserved for
Soup for
charity.
grown-ups?
That's right, kid. Be nosy. See where it gets you.
Nice rack.
Yeah, we got all kinds of culinary enhancements back there.
It's kind of blocked off there, isn't it?
Yeah, but what can you do?
Λέει ότι όσο αποσπάται αυτός από τη σούπα, λέει ο χοντρός. Walk a bit to the right, just enough to change the camera from the close-up of Marty's back to a wider view. If you get too close to the main door, Kimball will leave the stove and sit back down.
Okay, I've got some more ideas about your soup.
Do tell.
Let's see. Have you tried giving the soup a little heat, maybe?
Why, is it getting cold?
No, I mean like chili powder. Muy caliente.
Oh, bit of a tough guy, huh? Actually, I like it spicy too,
Walk a
but it's
bit
gotta
to
be
the right,
edible for
just
the
enough to
common
change the
folks.
camera
Come on, a
from
little
the
dash is
close-up
gonna
of
kill
Marty's
anyone.
back
Heck,
to a wider
you
view.
got moxie, kid.
Yeah.
Let's spice it up a bit, shall we?
Σίγουρα κάτι έχει να κάνει με το τέτοιο.
Once you get the camera angle to change, stop and use the red pipe on the wall. Δεν πολύ κατάλαβα τι θέλει να κάνει.
Looks like these pipes go into the basement.
Πώς θα το χρησιμοποιήσουμε αυτό, δεν ξέρω.
Okay. Hey, never mind. I still think the soup needs more flavor.
Για να κάνω, προσπαθήσω να μπω μέσα. Γυρίζει και μας τι λέει.
The kitchen's for management only, rummy. Whoa! The kitchen's for management only, rummy. Whoa!
Θα τη βρούμε την άκρη, ρε.
Nice rack.
Yeah, we got all kinds of culinary enhancements back there.
It's kind of blocked off there, isn't it?
Yeah, but what can you do?
Looks like these pipes go into the basement.
Οπ, τι γίνεται τώρα. Σηκώνεται αυτός και τι θα κάνει. Αχα.
Πώς έγινε τώρα?
Δεν ξέρω, περπάτησα απλά προς την άλλη πλευρά.
Emmett. Yes?
Κατάλαβα. Για να μην βλέπεις και καλά. Δεν ξέρω.
I think I figured out which barrels of hooch.
Alright, I think I figured out which barrels have the hooch.
Then what are you waiting for?
He's not just gonna give me a barrel.
Of course. Well, you seem to have a way with people, so I'll leave it up to you to trick that lummox into giving up his moonshine.
Emmett, I can't get into the door over there. Those tables are jamming it shut.
The door? So your plan is to just waltz in there and take a barrel of alcohol?
No, of course not. That would be stupid, right?
I'll say.
Still, I'd like to get that door open. I can't do anything from out here.
Well, it's a simple matter of physics. A lever, some sort of stop. Let me see what I can come up with.
Eli thought she was drunk and said to her, "How long will you keep on getting drunk? Get rid of your wine." Eli should mind his own business. Like a thorn bush in a drunkard's hand is a proverb in the mouth of a fool. Heavy. For we were born only yesterday and know nothing, and our days on earth are but a shadow. Actually, I won't be born for about 40 years. Those who once ate delicacies are destitute in the street. Cheery. Lazy hands make a man poor, but diligent hands bring wealth. Maybe that's my problem. Lazy hands.
Είδε ποιο?
Που διάβαζα τις επιγραφές στον τοίχο.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help. Like a thorn bush in a drunkard's hand is a proverb in the mouth of a fool. Heavy. What are those tables for?
We keep a few extra tables around for our end-of-the-month hobo soirees.
Could you move them out of the way?
Not a chance. I could throw out my back.
Eureka!
Eureka? Είπε Eureka για κάποιο λόγο. Μάλλον θα χτυπήσει αυτό στο ραντοσολίνα. Που είδε τι πρέπει να γίνει. Το μεταξύ κρατάει και ο άλλος ανοιχτή την πόρτα.
Miss Strickland, come for some more soup?
Come now, Mr. Donnelly. You know I wouldn't set one foot in this mockery of all that is good and decent if the poor of Hill Valley weren't so dependent on Mr. Tennant's overblown show of generosity.
Was that a yes?
Just give me the soup before I gag on the hypocrisy.
Έχει εδώ πιο με ένα διάλογο που θα πάνε να συναντήσει την Έντνα.
Ναι, ήρθε η Έντνα εδώ. Της έδωσε το βαρέλι με το τέτοιο.
Edna picked up the barrel of hooch. Now all I have to do is to get it from her somehow. Emmett.
Yes?
Oh, that's interesting.
Just a little mechanical ingenuity. In the end, the door is open.
Yeah, good job. We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
Την κανάω. Εδώ μέσα δεν έχει νομίζω τίποτα άλλο να κάνω.
Νομίζω στο διάλογο θα πεις they are sober, they will be quiet and okay then forget the whole thing. Έτσι λέει εδώ, τώρα δεν ξέρω τι ρόλο βάρε. Sober, quiet και forget.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. I'm afraid I haven't much time. The meeting of the Stay Sober Society is due to begin very soon.
Έχει διάλογο.
Οι επιγραφές τι λέει με την τέτοια ρε.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
Α, όχι, με τον Έμετ. Είναι ο διάλογος.
Never mind, I'm wrong. The pool hall isn't
Οι
a charity.
επιγραφές που διάβαζες τι ήταν?
Ποιες επιγραφές?
I got a book.
Που λες ότι μπορεί να έχει
άσχετο, μες στην κουζίνα ήταν. Κάτσε, με τι είναι κάπου εδώ. Τι είπες για τον διάλογο?
They are sober. They'll be quiet.
You have to deliver a lot of subpoenas.
Father's always sending me out to do these dirty jobs. He wants to expose me to different kinds of people.
Okay, then forget the whole thing.
If serving subpoenas is such dirty work, why don't you just say no?
Look, what's the worst thing that can happen to me on this job?
You could get shot.
Yeah, well, believe me, that's nothing compared to what I'll get if I mouth off to my pop.
Any idea where we could find Artie?
Not a jot. If only we had a way of tracking him.
This subpoena's for Arthur McFly?
Have you seen him?
We're a few seconds in the soup kitchen, but I think he's gone back into hiding.
Brilliant deduction, Einstein.
How about Kid Tannen? What do we know about him?
He's loud, he's obnoxious, he's not very bright, and he doesn't like anybody getting in his way.
Yep, that's a Tannen, all right. This might be a stupid question, but couldn't you have designed your rocket-powered drill to run on fuel that, you know, isn't illegal?
Illegal? What does law have to do with science? Science has its own laws. You of all people should know that.
But couldn't you tweak your engine design a little so it
Φίλε,
runs
τα
on something
achievements
else?
συνολικά είναι 59.
I don't know, gas maybe?
Και στο πρώτο επεισόδιο λέει λογικά θα έχει τα 12.
You'll see. By 1940, automobiles will all run on pure alcohol.
Κάτσε, έρχομαι σε λίγο.
Some of us down at the patent office are wondering, what made you think of a rocket-powered drill?
Ah, that'd be Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. It was a revelation.
Yeah, that's kind of what we figured. Have you read The Time Machine?
H.G. Wells? Not yet, but it's on my list.
What do you know about Arthur McFly?
Certified accountant. Graduated Hill Valley 5 classes ahead of me. Seems like a nice fellow, actually.
How did he get mixed up with a guy like Kid Tannen?
Who knows? Sometimes people find themselves stuck in situations they can't get out of.
Any idea where we could find Artie?
Not a jot. If only we had a way of tracking him.
We'll get that subpoena delivered. My name isn't...
Michael Corleone!
Yeah. My grandpa may be a little wimpy, but he's got great taste in hats. This hat belongs to my grandfather. This hat belongs to my grandfather. This hat belongs to my grandfather. I need to get this subpoena into Arthur McFly's hands, so young Doc will have the time to help me bust old Doc out of jail. Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. I'm afraid I haven't much time. The meeting of the Stay Sober Society is due to begin very soon.
I'm sorry about the way Einstein lit into you back there. I don't know what got into him.
Well, I hope you've learned to keep him under control.
Yeah, I found someone to keep him distracted.
Very good. Now let's see if you know your multiplication tables.
I got a book. Without any money, I don't really have any business in there. Lamont's House of Ermine. I guess there's not much call for fur coats in the middle of the Depression, especially in June. Better not go back in there. They're angry, and they've got scissors. I don't need anything in there, and I don't have any money. I'm not so sure I want to stay in a place that welcomes transients. Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Einie?
It's short for Einstein.
Einstein, of course, because he was a patent officer just like you.
Have you read The Time Machine?
H.G. Wells? Not yet, but it's on my list.
We'll get that subpoena delivered. Hey, Einie, come here for a sec, boy. Hey, boy, can you find the guy who belongs to this hat?
Where's he going?
Only one way to find out.
Τι έχουμε?
Έδωσα το καπέλο του Άρθουρ Μακφλάι στο σκύλο να το μυρίσει και μας έφερε εδώ πέρα.
Yeah? Who is it?
It's McFly!
I know!
Να του δώσουμε το σαπίνα.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm throwing the subpoena.
You can't do that. You have to hand it to him.
Hey, Arthur, can you come down a minute?
Do I know you?
We've got some important information for you, but we can't yell it. It's private.
Then put it in a postcard and send it. I'm stuck up here till the boss tells me I can leave. Sorry. Some other time.
Need any help?
Never mind.
now?
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
I'm your mother's great-nephew.
You mean my second cousin?
Yeah.
Glad to know you, but I can't leave this building till the boss says so. He's given strict orders. Sorry. Some other time.
Πώς θα γίνει τώρα, ρε φίλε? Για να δούμε. Ό,τι και να κάνουμε, αυτός θα μας λέει ότι θα πρέπει να μείνει πάνω.
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
We've got something for you.
It's a
subscription to the Accountant Weekly. He won't come out if he knows why we're really here.
No, right.
I'm not interested. And besides, the boss won't let me leave the room.
Sorry.
Some other time.
Το tape recorder πού είναι αυτό το βλάκα?
What now?
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
We represent the law.
You don't want to go against the law, do you?
No, but I don't want to go against Kid Tannen either. And he ordered me to stay put till he gives the word. Sorry. Some other time.
Θα πρέπει να κάνουμε record τον Tannen. Πώς θα γίνει αυτό?
Μόλις ο Kid είναι έξω, λέει, από το κουρείο. Για να γίνει αυτό, λέει, πας στην πλατεία του The Town Square.
Ναι, ναι, αυτό κάνω τώρα. Να, εδώ βγήκανε. Έτσι να βγάλουμε το recorder.
Well, well, look who's back! They say rats always return to the scene of the sinking ship. Get 'em, Matches! Down from there, you son of a bitch! Right now! That's an order! Don't make me angry! What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now! You can't get away that easy. Nobody puts one over on Kid Tannen and lives to tell about it. You're dead meat, twerp! Better start composing your epitaph now, because I'm gonna carve it into your face! In bullets! Get down here!
Einstein, help!
Lay off! Get away from me, you crazy mutt!
Go away, dog. We're busy here. Go on, scram! Hey! Where'd he go?
You let him get away, idiot!
We'll get that subpoena delivered. Thanks for bringing us here, boy. We'll take it from here.
What now? Kid! Right away, boss! Where's Kid?
Του δώσουμε το σαπίνα.
Arthur McFly?
Yeah?
Got something for you.
Thanks. A subpoena?
Ordering you to appear in court and provide evidence in the investigation into...
Kid Tannen? Take it back!
You can't get rid of it, Mr. McFly. Once you've been served, it's your duty to report to the court at the earliest possible time. Failure to do so could lead to a warrant for your arrest.
Arrest? But Kid'll kill me. Stupid, stupid Artie. Holy cats, what am I gonna do?
I suggest you avail yourself to the protection of the court.
Oh gosh, oh gosh.
Well, Grandpa got served.
Oh, I hate doing stuff like that. But I won't have too much longer.
No?
Once we get that 190 proof alcohol and build my rocket drill, my future will be set and I'll be able to quit this crummy job.
Σαπίνα είναι το τέτοιο ρε, το
ένταλμα που λένε.
Ναι.
Αλλιώς δεν το λένε αυτό ρε.
Όχι ένταλμα. Ένταλμα είναι warrant. Σαπίνα είναι το τέτοιο εξώδικο, ναι. Νομίζω.
Ή εξώδικο είναι πάλι warrant.
Όχι, όχι, εξώδικο νομίζω ταιριάζει πιο πολύ το σαπίνα. Λοιπόν, τώρα τι πρέπει να κάνουμε εδώ.
Have you read The Time Machine?
H.G. Wells? Not yet, but it's on my list.
We'll score that hooch somehow.
Τώρα πας λες στο εργαστήριο να ετοιμάσεις τα καύσιμα.
Σε ποιο εργαστήριο, πώς θα πάμε. Κάτσε να μιλήσω και στην
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. I'm afraid I haven't much time. The meeting of the Stay Sober Society is due to begin very soon.
Έμετ είναι πίσω, αλλά δεν έχει κάτι καινούργιο να μας πει. Ούτε αυτή έχει κάτι καινούργιο να μας πει. Τι κάνουμε.
Πας λες στο εργαστήριο του Έμετ. Πώς πας εκεί.
Πώς πάμε.
Handsome dog. He belongs to you?
No, he's your dog. Typical neighborhood stray.
Theorize, Einstein. Can you theorize for me?
Edna picked up the booze and is ready to deliver it. Ωραία, άρα εμείς τι κάνουμε.
Nice bike. Huffy?
Μαλάκα το μενού του παιχνιδιού είναι γεια σας.
Huffy? I'm passionate about justice, safety, law and order.
Never mind. Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. I'm afraid I haven't much time. The meeting of the Stay Sober Society is due to begin very soon.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Ρε φίλε, στο PlayStation 4 κάνα ports από όλες τις γενιές ρε φίλε.
True.
Και το πετύχαν σε μεγάλα ποσοστά ρε. Εδώ φαίνεται είναι καθαρά 3. PlayStation 3.
Τώρα εδώ τι να την πω αυτή να...
The rest home.
Μήπως εδώ κάνεις το διάλογο αυτό να stay sober society.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities
Για
is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit for my soup cycle?
Stay sober society.
Ναι.
The Stay Sober Society.
That's right. They'll soon be gathering at the Brown Estate.
They are
and
sober.
haven't provided refreshments.
They are sober.
I can't get over the generosity of your friend Emmett volunteering his father's house for our meeting.
Κάτσε, δεν είμαστε εδώ ακόμα. Φεύγει, πάει στο σπίτι του αυτό.
Όχι, αφού το είπαμε.
What in the name of Thomas Alva Edison do you think you're doing?
Don't you get it? You need alcohol to run your drill, right? Those bootleggers at the soup kitchen won't let us get our hands on any of their hooch. But we can get Miss Strickland to pick it up for us and deliver it right to your door.
No, out of the question. Why? I can't just let strangers invade my parents' house. What do we know about these people?
They are sober. Όχι. Ο διάλογος τώρα λέει they're friendly, well behaved και sober.
Ναι, οπότε, τώρα με τον Emmett λέει they are sober.
They're sober.
It says so right in the name.
Well,
they'll be quiet.
Okay, but Pop needs his peace and quiet at the end of the day. This meeting is sure to be too noisy for him.
They'll be quiet.
I'll be quiet. You'll be quiet, right?
Oh yes! I play my tambourine very softly.
You hear that?
Okay, then forget the
Yes, but
what?
But it's still impossible.
Okay, forget the whole thing. We don't have to test your rocket-powered drill tonight.
We don't?
No. I'll take the train back to Washington and I'll tell the folks at the office to give the patent to Dr. McCoy.
Wait! You will instruct the members of the society to wipe their feet before they come inside.
Then you are Emmett Brown. I thought as much. You have such a righteous face. Edna Strickland, I don't know how to thank you for your generosity.
Pleased to meet you.
The feeling is mutual.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
You worry too much, Emmett. Well, we've served the subpoena and gotten a barrel of booze delivered to your house. Looks like we're off to your lab to build your rocket drill. You do have a lab, right?
What kind of future patent holder would I be without a lab? Come on.
Αυτά είναι in line με το παιχνίδι πάνω κάτω, εντάξει.
I'm off to get the rocket drill.
Good. Come on, let's go. Time waits for no man.
Τώρα θα πάμε να πάρουμε το power drill.
Εδώ έχει achievement, λέει.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
Don't let the ramshackle nature of my laboratory fool you. If all goes according to plan, we'll soon be in possession of the most powerful rocket fuel known to man.
That's great. How?
Well, it's very simple. This crankshaft induces a powerful direct current into the electrolysis chamber, producing hydrogen, which must be periodically released into the primary distillation barrel. While tending to the hydrogen, we'll also need to regularly sprinkle these shredded protein flakes into this aquarium of tuber bacteria to generate the necessary nitrogen to catalyze the reaction.
Cool.
Oh, hot! Extremely hot! The temperature of the reaction must be kept at a steady temperature of 623 degrees Kelvin by carefully pumping these bellows. Any questions?
Emmett? Why is there a brace of drunkards gathering on our lawn?
Sweet fancy Moses, it's my father!
So?
So, he doesn't know I'm engaging in acts of scientific exploration in here. He thinks this is where I go to pour through my law books.
Oh.
You tend to the reaction, I'll try to get rid of him.
Tend to the what? Can't we just start over after he's gone?
It's too late. The reaction's already started. Don't worry. I'll try to help you out where I can.
But... Emmett?
Coming, Father! Father!
Don't you father me, child.
Λοιπόν, πρώτα είπε τι κάνουμε το τέτοιο. Γυρίζουμε εδώ. Turn the crank πρώτα, έτσι. Πρώτα turn the crank, μετά κάνουμε release το hydrogen εκεί.
Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
From left to right.
Your back on me.
Λέει listen to the words I'm emphasizing. Κάτσε.
You go feed the ducks, father.
Το feed είναι sprinkle bacteria.
Ναι, αυτό έκανα. Ωραία.
Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes?
Απλά μην ακούς λέει τον άλλο. Μιλάει κι άλλος, δεν ξέρω.
Ναι, μιλάει ο ένας. Το food for thought δεν ξέρω τώρα ποιο ήταν. Πάτσα τώρα στην τύχη.
Το food είναι πάλι για το spring.
What did you do?
Emmett, who are you talking to in there?
No one, father. May come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer.
Shock, yeah.
Το shock είναι το turn crank.
You see, this is eating me up inside.
Eating me up inside.
Πάλι spring.
Who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer.
Fire.
Excellent. Now twist the valve there. Great. We're about a quarter of the way home.
Emmett, get back here! You're going to find out.
There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, father.
Flame.
It's eating you, father, but I wish you would go on a diet. Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy?
You're going to find out.
Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations? It may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer. Halfway there.
Emmett!
Keep up the good work. You call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building a good start.
Your mother and I are shocked at your behavior, young man.
Galileo's rotations. Do you ever listen to yourself?
Burn your bridges so cavalierly, my son.
Well, maybe your burning passion, father, but it is not mine. Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy? The hotter you get, the more I know I'm right. I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top.
Your ancestors are spinning in their graves right now.
Ποιο.
Που λέει το spins you, λέει. Μαλακία πρέπει να είναι.
Just pay attention to what I say.
I'm not through with you yet.
Spins you, λέει, around the top. Πώς να καταλάβω τι είναι με το spins you around the top.
Pressuring me to be something I'm not.
Ο πατέρας το λέει ο Έμετ.
Ο Έμετ, μα για τον Έμετ παρακολουθώ μόνο τι λέει.
Τότε είναι κράτη.
Current. Το ρεύμα.
You have a release valve on your mouth somewhere? Father, why don't you ever listen to me? My fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes?
Will it take to light a fire under your unappreciative hindquarters?
Why are you always bellowing at me?
Τι σημαίνει bellowing?
Spin this argument around to my failings.
Stop fire.
Ναι, καλά. Bellowing σημαίνει stop fire.
I thought you were a scientist.
Emmett,
Βασικά σε αυτή την κατηγορία του.
Εντάξει, μαλάκα, έχει γαμηθεί το τέτοιο.
Πόσο θέλει αυτό.
Some bronze have been officers of the court since God's heavenly spark first gave rise to man, Emmett.
A room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building? A good start!
How are they feeding you in that school of yours? You look like a skeleton.
One great thing ever generated by a lawyer. Don't get to control my life just because you fed and clothed me for 17 years.
Trying to spin this argument around to my failings.
If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards.
Some bronze have been officers of the court since God's heavenly spark first gave rise to man, Emmett.
Almost there.
Emmett!
Coming, father!
Achievement πάντως δεν θα πάρω.
Are nothing but overblown bags of gas. This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel. Maybe I could just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy? Don't touch anything until I tell you to.
Emmett!
You don't like my performance at the courthouse, then fire me. Why must you always scatter condescension my way?
Scatter condensation.
What kind of pressure I'm under?
Μαλακία πάλι.
Sprinkle.
Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Emmett!
Oh, maybe your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine. Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere? The hotter you get, the more I know I'm right. How many times do I have to prove myself to you before I can shake your overbearing criticisms? Scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards. Why are you always bellowing at me?
Ρε, πούστη που μαλακία έγινε. Το γύρισε τελευταία στιγμή, μου πάτησε το άλλο αντί το να κάνω τον μπέλο.
What did you do?
Θα με ζαλίσει τα κάκαλα.
What use is a microorganism for law? I get a turn to talk, or is this going to be another monologue? Can't you see this is eating me up inside?
Μιλάνε πολύ γρήγορα για τα αρχή.
Ναι.
Just pay attention to what I say.
Μαλακα, λες 500 πράγματα με τη μία.
Don't you go feed the ducks, Father. Really want to vent our dirty laundry in public like this? Lawyers are nothing but a bunch of hot...
Μαλάκα, μιλάνε πολύ γρήγορα. Μέχρι να πας από το ένα σημείο στο άλλο δεν κάνεις τίποτα.
Flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalist gobbledygook, Father. Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas. Who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer. Not being such a crank. Why must you always scatter condescension my way? I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top.
Μετά τι είπε στο άλλο?
Το σκάτερ είναι Sprinkle.
Το σκάτερ το έκανα. Αρχίδια, δεν κάτι πηδήξαμε γιατί δεν προλάβαμε, τα λέει πολύ γρήγορα.
Galileo's rotations. Do you ever listen to yourself? Lawyers are nothing but a bunch of hot air. There, I said it. Won't you release me from your unattainable expectations? Eating you, Father, but I wish you would go on a diet. I strongly object to the current of this conversation, Father.
You are going to learn, boy.
Should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common bacteria. This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer. You don't like my performance at the courthouse, then fire me. You have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under. It's my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes. Pressuring me to be something I'm not. I'm afraid we'll have to take this up later, Pop. My soup's about to boil over.
What? This isn't over, young man.
Whew.
Are you okay? You and your dad sounded...
It was an argument we should have had a long time ago. We... Oh!
Oh. What?
Eureka! Now all we gotta do is fuel up the old rocket power drill and you and I
can take it and go.
But don't you want to test it first?
No time. The last train for DC leaves in just a few minutes.
All right. You've got to get this baby to the U.S. Patent Office.
Exactly.
So tell me, Michael, when can I expect to hear back from the Patent Office?
Πόσο να του πω? Three days.
Με πιάνεις αδιάβαστο. Δεν το λέει πουθενά, αργά μου το.
Θα του πω 3 days.
Oh, in about, I'd say... I can't.
Huh?
Emmett, I'm not from the patent office.
I don't understand.
I lied to you, but I didn't want to. It was the only way I can get you to trust me. See, there's somebody who's in big trouble. Someone very important to me, to both of us. I can't tell you who, but I need to save him tonight, and I need your invention to do it. I'll get it back to you, I promise. And, Emmett, you're gonna be a great inventor.
Wait! Keep the throttle at about 8.
Okay, Doc, I got the drill. Now let's get you out of here. Come on, start.
Mr. Corleone! You're too late!
Too late? The Doc's not supposed to be... Doc!
They're moving him to another facility for safekeeping! Oh, I better go get a quote from the police chief.
Paddy wagon intercepted. Suspect slain. And they're still after him. How am I gonna rescue him now?
Jailbreak.
At least the rocket part came out of this in one piece. All right, I'm coming, Doc.
Με ξελοκούρασε το παιχνιδάκι. Εντάξει, τώρα ήταν εκεί μέρα δύσκολη, αλλά... Εσένα πώς το φάνηκε?
Έχει πολύ ρε φίλε διάλογο και...
Όλο είναι story driven ρε παιδί μου, εντάξει. Λογικό. Go left.
What's he doing here? Keys. The window's shut tight.
Την μαλακιά δεν κουνιέται, τι μπορώ να κάνω? Έχει το κάντε σοβαρά. Toolbox. Το toolbox θα πάμε από την άλλη.
Είδες και την κεραία?
Την κεραία όχι. Έχουμε να βγάλουμε τη ρόδα εδώ.
Από την όροφη. Πάνω πάει. Πώς πάει εδώ?
Να το κάτσε η αντένα εκεί. Και δεν την κάνει την αντένα.
It's an antenna. It's a hubcap.
Πάνε μίλα στον ντοκ. Να κάνει αντιπεριστασμό. Και μετά πας με την κεραία για να πιάσεις τα κλειδιά.
Keys are on the dashboard, but I can't reach them.
You need a protraction appurtenance.
What?
A reach extender.
Kid Tannen's driving the truck.
Kid Tannen? That explains a lot.
I'll be back.
I'll wait right here.
Να πάρουμε την κεραία εμείς, αλλά...
Ask left for a distraction and then walk up to the front window.
I don't think so. Maybe not. No good. The window's shut. Don't worry, Doc.
Doc. I'll get you out.
Be careful, Marty.
The keys are on the dashboard, but I can't reach them.
You need a protection of pertinence.
Το έχουμε αυτό, να είναι καλά, δεν μας λέει κάτι για τέτοιο.
I'll be back. Not sure what that... I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good. I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good. I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good. Not sure what that... I need a distraction.
Εδώ θα έχουμε αυτή την πλευρά.
Hey, driver! Good ride! Be too fast! Watch how you take those curves! I object to your tone of voice, and I find this seat distinctly uncomfortable. You have a pillow I can sit on? Hey, I'm talking to you, driver! Don't ignore me! You!
Thanks, Doc. I guess that's why they call you the Streak.
How did you know that?
I have my sources. Stand back, Doc.
Marty! Oh!
How you doing, Doc? Let's Sagan.
Του πετάς τη...
τέτοιο.
αυτό που πήρες από τη ρόδα.
Son of a bitch!
Και τώρα...
Παίρνεις το όπλο.
Ναι. Ο Ντόκ είναι δεμένος να θα πούμε.
Ροβολής αλυσίδας.
Ναι.
This is a rescue!
That's the idea! Doc!
Look!
The
Κοίτσε το θρότο.
Ναι. Αυτό κάτσε. Μάλλον. Κοπριά.
Doc, are you okay?
I'm fine. But I wonder what sorts of bizarre repercussions my younger self's invention of a flying bicycle will have on the timeline.
Did you know that would happen?
I had a suspicion. I never could keep those rockets from exploding.
So, what do we do now?
Now we get back to 1986 before our interactions with the past inevitably cascade into a calamitous future. Where'd you leave Einstein?
Doc?
He's not in the pound, is he?
No, but I think we've got bigger problems right now.
Great Scott!
A bicycle built for two.
What's happening?
I don't know. We'll have to be careful not to run into ourselves.
Hey, fellas.
All right, McFly. Let's go see the boss.
History says Tanner will be arrested by a rookie cop by the name
Αυτό
of
δεν το είχαν χωρίσει επεισόδια.
I fear that nothing will save Hill Valley from descending into the fires of chaos and corruption.
Nothing is over until Kid Tannen says it's over.
Λες να ήταν αρχικά τέτοιο να ήταν online αρχικά και να τα βγάζανε σαν DLC αυτά, δεν ξέρω.
Δεν αποκλείεται.
Ή να τα βγάζανε σε δόσεις. Μάλιστα. Μάλιστα. Κάτσε να το κλείσουμε το stream για τώρα.